Superman Legacy Lois Lane casting finalist Phoebe Dynevor on heroine's role in upcoming reboot. She says this: "She's the brains. She's actually the fearless one." So the headline's a little mouthy, but here's what it means. Superman Legacy, the woman who is in the front position to play Lois Lane, Phoebe Dynevor, says that to her knowledge, from what she's been told and shown by James Gunn, the guy that's running the operation here, that in this movie, the role of Lois will be that she is the brains of their operation, and she's the fearless one. Now, that could be a little nod to Lois getting into trouble all the time, having a very bad sense of danger, that sort of thing. Or it could be her girl bossing. Let's find out. In a tease that's unlikely to be taken well by any fan hoping for a cinematic return to form for Big Blue, that's Superman, by the way. According to actress Phoebe Dynevor's first-hand experience with the film's script, Superman Legacy will flip the script by having Lois Lane be the one who saves Superman. That sounds great, right? That's what we need. That's what Dynevor, perhaps best known for her roles as Daphne Bassett on Netflix's Bridgerton and Clarice Cliff in Sky Cinema's The Color Room, provided this insight into James Gunn's upcoming kickoff to the new cinematic DCU during a January 2024 interview given to Variety. Amidst a discussion primarily centered on on her new film Fair Play, Dynevor was eventually asked by the outlet's Angelique Jackson as to how she felt about losing the chance to portray the titular Kryptonian's love interest, a role for which she was briefly a final contender for, but ultimately went to the marvelous Miss Maisie star Rachel Brosnahan. Okay, so I got that backwards up at the beginning. I'll correct myself here. That she apparently did not make the casting, but was given enough of the script to know what's up. In turn, the actress recalled, quote, "It was a whirlwind, and then I realized that it was over, but it was great." And she goes on to say further, Dynevor admitted that particular one takeaway she had from the entire affair was that the fact that in the future she wanted to play more characters like Lois Lane. Recalling to the intrepid reporter's portrayal within Gunn's script, the actress affirmed that she found Lois's appeal to be the fact that she saves Superman. She's the brains. She's actually the fearless one. Hmm. Now, in the interest of fairness, it should be noted that there does exist a handful of distinct possibilities regarding Denevor's statements that do not automatically spell identity politics laden doom for Superman Legacy. For example, there's a chance that the actress is referring to Lois saving Superman was meant to come across as more metaphorically than literally. A possible reference to the heroine either helping to free the hero from a sticky situation in order to fight a big bad, or her feelings for him serving as a spark in which inspires him to push past his limitations. To this end, it's conversely possible that in the second half of her statement, Dynevor used overtly literal language to refer to the iconic comic book pairing's historic relationship, wherein Lois's bold, refuse to take no for an answer attitude, aka her brains and her fearlessness, serves as both an inspiration and an indispensable in the field assistive asset to both Clark's respective careers. Now, I don't know about that. Like, the gimmick with the oldie Superman was that Lois could never get hurt, right? Like, she'd be falling off a building and he'd be like on Mars, and somehow he could hear her heartbeat through space or something, and he would fly down there and he would save her and everything would be okay. And then he'd go back to Mars and go back to doing what he was doing. That that Lois, danger prone Lois, she's curious, she's of course fiery and passionate, but one of the things about Lois is that she's constantly getting in over her head. I don't know if that qualifies as brains. I don't know if it qualifies as fearless. It sounds a bit more like reckless to me. But given that this statement was made amidst the West's current socio-political charged entertainment climate, there remains a high probability that the above hedging will remain as nothing more than wishful thinking, and Lois will ultimately be subjected to the same strong female rewriting that has torpedoed the characters of so many fictional heroines before her. Ultimately, the only thing standing in the way of such an outcome is Gunn himself, and whether or not he'll hold firm presently remains anyone's guess. Oh yeah, there was that one time that Lois made herself black. Superman built a machine to yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. All right. See you later. Like and subscribe.